In the 21st century, a 33-year-old Saudi prince enters the global scene, portraying himself as a reformer confident, cutting corners, challenging the old ways, and claiming to represent moderate Islam. Jamal Khashoggi once shared that this supposedly moderate prince was busy building his fourth yacht. However, the story isn't entirely in our time. It also has a connection to the 10th century. Back then, rulers would descend into dungeons to listen to the screams of their captives. Khashoggi faced a medieval-style brutal end, with his killers recording his screams, enduring 7 minutes before his death. This is where the actions of a Saudi prince start resembling those of the Islamic State, IS. The one seen as moderate transforms into a monstrous figure. Until Khashoggi's murder on October 2nd at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, the line between the 21st and 10th centuries seemed smooth. Just think if Khashoggi hadn't entered the consulate. Prominent figures like Uber, Richard Branson, and Christine Lagarde, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, would have attended the Riyadh investment conference known as Davos in the desert last week. They would have praised the young king while the people in Dekodei suffer from starvation. It's a troubling genuflection to tyranny, covered with a glossy veneer of liberalism.
After 4 weeks of deception and bribes, a flood of evidence now points to the Tiger Squad, a secret unit chosen by the Saudi crown prince himself. Despite this, he claims ignorance about their actions in Istanbul, including the calls made by the squad's leader on the day of the killing. The crown prince, in silencing a voice, has tainted his own image, becoming someone no one wants to associate with. However, HSBC CEO John Flint expressed difficulty disengaging from Saudi Arabia, highlighting a curious situation where a proven crime becomes a matter of emotion rather than international law. Jamal Khashoggi's murder has sparked a strong reaction globally, raising questions about why this particular incident has led to action, unlike previous atrocities. Khashoggi's refusal to conform, his moderation, credibility, and legitimacy made him an existential enemy to despots. His commitment to truth and duty as a journalist ultimately cost him his life. The aftermath of Khashoggi's death has revealed that the West's closest allies are not only unstable, but also sources of regional instability. The murder forces us to reconsider who, between allies and enemies, damages American interests more. Despots claim Arabs aren't mature enough for democracy, but the truth is that despots don't recognize when their time is up. The Arab state is deteriorating under their rule. Khashoggi's death, tragic as it is, might be a turning point. It exposed the reality behind the facade and brought two worlds into collision. If history is to turn a new page, it will likely be with individuals like Khashoggi shaping a more stable future for the region. The content is based on a speech delivered at a memorial event for Jamal Khashoggi in London on October 29, 2018.